Please stand for the arrival of the procession.
Good afternoon, everybody, and a very warm welcome to Keele and to this amazing celebration of lots of people's hard work and talent. It's a very special day because we aren't just doing your graduations here. We also have Stephanie Boyce, who's over here, who's going to get an honorary degree today. So it's wonderful to welcome you all here today. And I'm sure you're also very pleased that it isn't as hot as yesterday. It may still be a bit warm, but it's nothing like yesterday. So I hope we have a wonderful time during this graduation, and I now declare the congregation open.
Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduands. It is a great pleasure to be able to deliver this oration on the occasion of the award of an honorary degree to Stephanie Boyce in recognition of her outstanding contribution to the law as President of the Law Society of England and Wales and through her commitment to promoting equality and diversity within the profession. Stephanie Boyce qualified as a solicitor in 2002. She has had an exceptional career in law, and in March 2021, she became the 177th President of the Law Society of England and Wales, the first black office holder, the first person of colour, and sixth woman since the Society was established. Stephanie aspired to become a lawyer from the age of 7, describing being mesmerised by Margaret Thatcher, who rose from qualifying as a barrister to become Britain's first female Prime Minister. Through her school years, she was fascinated by the central role of law to events globally, including the apartheid regime in South Africa and all of its iniquities, as well as nationally with the miners' strike. With many others of her generation, the media representation of law on the TV series Crown Court also sparked curiosity. This was the beginning of a journey, driven by the desire to become a lawyer and to make a difference. She struggled for support in that ambition. Coming from a low socio-economic position surrounded by injustices, Stephanie received the clear message that law held no place for her. She neither looked like nor sounded like what a solicitor was perceived to be. Her legal journey has not been easy. It is characterized by resilience and determination. Even in her early career, she suffered setbacks. As a solicitor, she was made redundant twice, and after joining counsel of the Law Society in 2013, she stood for election to Deputy President 4 times, persevering and maintaining that in her eyes, it's not how many times you get knocked down that counts, it's how many times you get up again. Her ambition to lead the Law Society as the professional body for solicitors in England and Wales was such that she would continue putting herself forward, however many times, despite rejection, with the added insight of the irritation that this caused to those that may have wished to block a candidate like her. Stephanie became president of the Law Society at a time of great uncertainty. This was at the tail end of the Brexit confusion. There was increasing awareness of the challenges of climate change, ongoing war in Afghanistan, and at the height of the pandemic. Keeping the ship steady for the 215,000 solicitors the Law Society represents would have been enough challenge. But Stephanie set out her ambitious plans to make lasting improvements in the legal sector and to embrace the role of solicitors working beyond that of trusted advisor to becoming a catalyst for change. And that role is ongoing. Her leadership of the Society was driven by determination to make a difference, belief in a life of service, and commitment to communication and collaboration with members. This approach has galvanized change, leading already to significant improvements for the profession across 3 key areas: equality, diversity and inclusion and social mobility, access to justice and technology, and mental health and well-being within the society. Inevitably, there is also a campaigning aspect to her approach. This is typified by constructive engagement with government on proposed reforms to judicial review and the Human Rights Act, and also speaking out against proposals to penalise asylum seekers entering the UK as in breach of international law and the Refugee Convention. Amongst her many other achievements, Stephanie is a member of the HM Treasury and Department for Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy commissioned independent task force to boost socio-economic diversity at senior levels in UK financial and professional services. Stephanie is also a trustee of LawWorks, the charity supporting pro bono work and coordinator of law clinics. She is the director of Stephanie Boyce Consulting Limited, a consultancy she established to enable her to drive her own agenda and be her own boss, advising on not-for-profit management and governance. In 2020, Stephanie made the Governance Hot 100, the Power List 100 Most Influential Black People in the UK in 2021 and 22, and was the joint winner of the Burberry Inspirational Role Model of the Year award. There is a saying, you can't be what you can't see. Undeterred by the absence of visible role models, all of her achievements make Stephanie an inspirational force in law. Her work will break down barriers for future generations and realise a more inclusive legal profession working in the public interest to fight injustice. We in the School of Law are particularly proud to be associated with the values she holds. Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present to you Ingrid Stephanie Boyce to be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
Thank you very much. I, Stephanie Boyce, by virtue of my authority as Chancellor, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. And I'm going to do...
Chair of the Court of Governors, Vice-Chancellor, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, I am most privileged to receive this honorary doctorate from Keele University for bestowing upon me this great honour. And I am delighted, humbled and honoured to receive this honour from a university which is world-renowned for its breadth of teaching and research that tackles the world's most urgent problems. As ever, this ceremony is an opportunity to celebrate what each and every one of us has achieved. Perseverance, determination, and resilience. Those are the traits that have stood me in excellent stead throughout my legal career. I also wish to recognise the important contribution made to my success by my parents, my friends, my family, and my partner for helping me get this far. Those who have worked in the background, made sacrifices for me, provided hope and encouragement, and helped me stick to the path which has brought me here today. My dream of becoming a legal professional began all those years ago as a small child growing up in Aylesbury, Buckinghamshire. And Aylesbury in the 1970s was a small, sleepy market town with little ethnic diversity compared to today, a diverse, large, ancient market town. And I grew up with the sounds of injustices ringing in my ears. Domestically and globally, I could see people struggling to exercise their rights. And this is what inspired me to join the legal profession, to become a solicitor. After all, legal rights mean absolutely nothing if you don't know what those rights are, and you don't even know when those rights are being taken away. In March 2021, as Alison said, I became the 177th, the 6th female, the first black office holder and the first person of colour to become president in the Law Society's almost 200-year history. I am proud to hold this position, and I'm also proud of the fact that I grew up on a council estate. I did not know that I would have the amazing opportunities that I've had, but I did know that I was determined not to be defined by my background or by any other label that others chose to attach to me. I am determined to leave the legal profession more diverse and inclusive than the one I entered, and I have been clear as President that this must be a shared ambition with each and every one of us playing our part. More must be done to remove barriers, open doors and confront unacceptable behaviours that do not allow everyone the opportunity to succeed and make the most of their talents, regardless of their race, their gender, disability, sexuality, religion, age, or any other characteristic or background. Moving to a more diverse legal sector is not just a moral necessity, but fundamental to our societal role. The legal profession should reflect those it serves, and people are more confident speaking with solicitors who share similar experiences and backgrounds as them. That is why, as President, I have prioritised the issue of diversity and inclusion and social mobility, and have spent my time challenging harmful and reductive attitudes on panels, speeches, and articles, as well as through the resources that the Law Society provides. Attitudes like the belief that blind allocation is unnecessary, and that this whole diversity thing will just sort itself out and does not need real commitment and effort from everyone. And in the short time I have left in office, I will not waver from this commitment, nor when I leave office will I cease in my mission to advocate for social justice or equality of opportunity or equity. And those of us who are leaders must strive to be as open, authentic, and approachable as possible. Leaders should also constantly ask themselves, whether they are recognising the contributions of every person in their organisation, and whether they are giving work to the best people and being fair and equitable in their practices. They should also be open to challenge and able to demonstrate the inclusivity of their leadership, as well as their commitment to the well-being of those they lead and to change. Now, I have been asked to say something funny to round off my speech, and having racked my library of legal humour for one example at least that I could share that wouldn't get me into trouble, I can honestly say I came up with nothing. So instead, I leave you with these words, and to borrow the words of another. May you all have the good fortune to know someone who will give you the motivation to experience the joy and satisfaction you receive from helping others. So whatever our future dreams, hopes and aspirations, I hope we all enjoy our careers. My congratulations to us all, if I may, on our achievements. Can I say there is a world of opportunity out there waiting for us all, so go out and grab it with both hands. So with those thoughts in mind, I proudly but humbly stand before you to accept this honorary doctorate which you have so kindly bestowed upon me. Thank you.
Graduands, please stand. Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present to you these candidates who have been found worthy to be admitted to the degrees for which they have been awarded. I'm waiting for everybody else to sit down now. Just to warn you, I don't have a ruler, so I'm using the fire instructions to keep my place. So if I accidentally start reading those out, somebody nudge me. So, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, for his thesis entitled Anti-Proliferative, Pro-Apoptotic and DNA Methylation Activity of Sesqui and Diterpenoids in Ovarian Cancer Cells, Idowu Eniaf Fadiomi. For her thesis entitled A Novel Scaffold for Cell-Based Lung Tissue Engineering, Anna Yulianova Kioseva. For her thesis entitled The Use of a Virtual Patient to Simulate a Pharmacist-Patient Anticoagulation Consultation, a Mixed Methods Evaluation, Charlotte Lucy Richardson. For her thesis entitled Polypharmacy in Atrial Fibrillation, an analysis of prospective outcomes using the Clinical Practice Research Data Link, bracket CPRD, closed brackets, Natasha Scott. Got a reserved sign now, so that's even better. For the degree of Master of Science, Rima Chauhan. Louise Hines. Gursimranjit Kaur Kula. Michelle Mary McVery. Maxwell Otto Kodo Salmon. For the degree of postgraduate diploma, Emily Mary Cope. Rebecca Yar Osaretin Eek. Yvonne Musindo. Darshan Ravi Nagaria. Joanna Marie Reid. Amrita Saund. Edward James Upton. For the degree of postgraduate certificate, Sharouk Afzal. Hannah Zanara Akhtar. Narina Bhopal. Kubra Noreen Hussain. Ali Khan Alian Kassam. Desmond Jun Lok Leung. Faye Louise Morley. Eleanor Lucy Robinson. Manjinder Sandhu. Nidea Sharif. Amardeep Desi. Ravisha Singh Mondair. For the degree of Master in Pharmacy, Adnan Osman Abdullahi. Johns Abraham. Kisra Afzal. Mariam Anionam Agama. Maran Amadi. Mariam Ahmed. Aris Akhtar. Haneen Bashir Al-Hashimi. Zakir Tariq Ali. Kashara Sarala Amanda Cohn. Mohammed Haidar Arfan. Cheval Ashley Akua Ironfall. Zahir Hussain Azram. Rowan Paul Singh Badwell. Sophie Jacqueline Barker. Layla Kelly Benyazar. Shamaila B. Stephanie Lauren Bradshaw. Hamza Hassan Hashim Chowdhury. Nicole Ashley Clark. Ellen Madeline Cole. Brandon Fei Ying Orisabemio Corns. Amy Clarissa Cutts. Ryan Trevor Davies. Misa Desaline. Arnold Dumalue Dube. Follow that if you can. Polwinder Dule. Sazan Farage. Manpreet Kaur Archer. Shahir Ghani. Jessica Graves. Lana Hamid. Thea Elizabeth Hannigan. Zainab Fatima Haq. Sarah Henna Hashmi. Adil Mohammed Hassan. Harveen Singh Hunjan. Kawa Hussain. Mohammed Urslan Hussain. Sania Yasmin Hussain. Hafsa bint Jamil. Susanna Jassin. Madia Javed. Helen Jerem. Madeline Laura Judd. Hala Nalakawa. Abhirami Kumaro Guru Paran. Manveer Singh Lally. Annika Eleri Landsgrav Ramsden. Paula Bonita Matavu. Kaushal Ankul Kumar Mehta. Sasha Lauren Middleton. That's the end of part one. And if I can ask all those students who have just been conferred to stand.
By virtue of my authority as Chancellor, I admit them to the awards for which they are listed. Many congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure to welcome you all here to celebrate the achievement of our students who do so much at Keele, and will, I know, achieve so much when they leave. These are not the conditions for long speeches, although, as I said earlier on, when we were here this time yesterday, I had a handkerchief right on my side because it was about 20 degrees warmer. But it is important that we just reflect on what you've all achieved and what exciting things lie ahead for you all, and what a journey you've been on. Your experience at university has been different from most of those who went before you, and most who will come after you. You've been through various stages of lockdown. Through times of genuine fear, it's hard to remember what changes we've all had to endure. It was tough, but none of us had a choice, and we had to adapt. As a university community, you had to pivot very quickly into using online education in a way that we've never done at scale before. To keep going with your studies at a time of such huge uncertainty and stress is a major achievement. You may well feel that you missed out on things, and there is no doubt that you missed out on a lot of social interactions that are a really important part of university life. This will have been particularly hard for those of you who are in your first year at the time of lockdown. I hope, and even presume, that many of you managed to make up for it since the restrictions came to an end. I'd like you to remember that you've also learnt a lot from the experience, and you have a real chance to stand out from the crowd in many aspects of life. I'm in no way underestimating how hard it was for you. None of us would have wished that on you at all, especially at a time of life when friendships and networks are developed, which can last your whole life. But the adaptability, the resilience, and the determination that was needed to get you through your degree was astonishing. In a life when all of those things will be needed, you have been there and done it. And when things get tough in the future, just remember what you've shown yourself to be capable of. I also hope you recognise the efforts of the amazing staff at Keele, all the things they've done to help you to get through your degree. They also had to change very quickly during COVID, and were often coping with difficult domestic situations while quickly and dramatically changing the way that education was being delivered to you. Our educators continue to receive national recognition in all sorts of ways. I'm pleased that the very recent Student Crowd Survey placed us at first in the UK as judged by the responses of our students, an amazing achievement. I'm certainly very proud of our staff and the way they've coped with this, and I think you do indeed all appreciate what they've done. It's an incredible achievement. This staff effort is also reflected in the progress that the university has maintained during the last few years. The opening of the new Harper Keele Vet School, with the first students arriving in 2020, and with the new building in 2021, is a huge step forward for Keele, as is the development of the energy park, with 2 wind turbines and 12,000 solar panels, generating over 50% of our electricity. We take our responsibility for helping with the climate emergency very seriously, and I hope that you all have developed a strong appreciation of the challenge and what might be done about it. In the last year or two, we've also developed the campus further. For example, through the opening of the new chapters area in Chancellor's building, and in what have been described as the most important advances at Keele for years, and being a retailer, I fully support this move, the opening of the Co-op and the mighty Greggs. The staff at Keele are always very proud of our students and alumni, but the respect they have for you is even greater than normal. I'm sure that those of you who are family and friends of our graduates are also brimming with pride today, and so you should be. And before we go any further, can I, on your behalf, thank your friends and families, as well as the staff of the university, for supporting you during your time at Keele. Today, you can also allow yourself to be very proud of your own achievements. All of you have been on a big adventure that will have challenged the way you think, taught you new skills, opened up new worlds, and set new horizons. You will also have undergone this huge transition alongside students, either physically or remotely, from every part of society in the UK, and indeed from many parts of the world. Education is a critical mediator of understanding of other cultures. And this is even more important when the biggest challenges that we face in society can only be solved through collaboration on a global scale. It is with this aim of impacting the future of society around the world that here at Keele we're putting significant attention into new research institutes that are aimed at addressing 4 of the biggest challenges that we face as a global population. These are social inclusion, sustainable futures, global health, and ensuring that we all maximise the benefit of a digital society. We have literally hundreds of our staff performing leading research in these areas, and I'm confident that these institutes will have a big impact on society in the years ahead. As I've said, we clearly hope that the environment you have been in here at Keele has prepared you to thrive in that global environment. This background will help you play your part in meeting these big challenges and taking the opportunities that they present with a confidence that will see you continuing the tradition of Keele students having a genuine impact on society. This may be through the professional lives that you undertake, or through the way you live your lives at a personal level. Looking after your own health, reducing the adverse effect that you have on our planet, and showing respect and concern for those in less privileged positions than yourselves are all important parts of being players in a forward-looking and civilised society. You have experienced a rate of change that feels unusual, but it is likely that this will become the norm. And these skills that have seen you through the last couple of years will make you adaptable to those changes. In 20 years' time, many of you will be doing jobs that haven't even been invented yet. So, contrary to opinion in some parts of society, universities are not just here to train you for your first job. So when situations change enormously, the value of a university education is to put you in a position where you can adapt to these changes and thrive in a modern society. The world will continue to change very quickly, but as graduates, you have developed skills to help you thrive, as long as you maintain a personal commitment to continuing to learn throughout your lives. I have 4 tips for you to think about when you have big decisions to make in life. The first is to stick to your values. Whether it's a friendship or a new job, you will thrive in an environment that sits well with your values. You may end up earning less money or having fewer but closer friends, but you will be at your best when you're with people who get you and you get them. The second is to work hard. I sometimes get this wrong, but I try to focus on getting not a good work-life balance, but a good life-work balance. No one wishes they spent more time in the office. Thirdly, be kind. As an employer, I get more satisfaction from being kind than making money. Funnily enough, the kinder you are as a colleague and as a leader, the more successful you will be too. Kindness doesn't mean you're a pushover, but it shows you care and you value everyone as an equal. And finally, take risks. For me, the biggest risk I took was employing prison leavers to work in my shops. Many people thought I was mad, but I saw talent when walking the prison wings and wanted to give ex-offenders a second chance. Not everyone is comfortable taking risks, but the way we innovate and improve the world is by taking calculated risks. So life in some ways is like looking out of a car window. The way ahead has a wide screen to look through. The view is limitless, with so much to see and soak up. There is also one little rear-view mirror and 2 small side mirrors. These are to look back. By all means, look back at your time at Keele with pride, the friends you met, the knowledge you learnt, and the contribution that you made. Keele will always be part of you, but the focus is now on the future. This is a university that we hope you will continue to be proud of being associated with, and that you continue to think of as part of your personal future. You now join over 80,000 Keele alumni in all corners of the globe. Alumni demonstrate great value to each other and to the next generations of students through their networks and their links back to Keele. Please keep in touch. Keele will always be your home. Make sure we have your contact details. Sign up for the Alumni Association. Come back to visit us. And think about how one day you might want to give back to the university that's given so much to you. Your time and experience will be hugely valuable to us, and you may well feel that you wish to partner with us on various projects in the future. Our arms are always open. So that's it. You made it. You're leaving here with an amazing qualification that cannot be taken away, one that people will respect the world over, and that will open doors and opportunities for you wherever you look. But you now need to make it work for you. You can afford to be ambitious. Indeed, you owe it to yourselves to be ambitious. It will be tough sometimes, but if you don't stretch yourself and reach for what you really want, you will always regret it. I hope you, our next generation of graduates, will have seen yourselves as part of a thriving university a university that has valued your presence, and you can now go out there and make a real difference. So with that, can I, on behalf of Keele University, give you, our new graduates, our heartiest congratulations and wish you good health, great happiness, and enormous success in everything you do from here. Many congratulations.
Thank you, Chancellor. Seconds out, round 2. May I ask the students... Oh, sorry, I'll start again. So, Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present to you these candidates who have been found worthy to be admitted to the degrees for which they have been awarded. I knew I shouldn't have put that ruler down. For the degree of Master in Pharmacy. Winner of the Royal Pharmaceutical Society Award for the Best Student on the MPharm degree programme in 2019-20, Charlotte Louise Milburn. Kailas Mosley Fahmy Mawad. Lina Mustafa. Libby Lee Murray. Anna Simone Nessim. Kwabena Yameki. Harriet Elizabeth O'Neill. Walla Omer. Krishan Suresh Patel. Neha Rajesh Patel. Isabella Louise Lagman Patio. Hannah Jemima Pease. Pippa Leanne Mary Phillips. Halima Sadia Rashid. Umar Rashid. Catherine Alice Rowlands. Tinasha Rodney Rukasha. Diba Omar Sabia. Vian Osman Saeed. Eman Salem. Sharon Janita Samuel Augustine. Nicole Ilyeva Smedchieva. Maria Shazadi. Ifsa Ali Shan. Matthew James Sherritt. Ella Scarlett Siddle. Alexandra Sobchak. Molly Elizabeth Stamfield. Lewis Jack Stanier. Andrew Tadros. Jonathan George Taylor. Janita Rose Thomas. Precious Chikudili Ubadike. Mohammed Ibrahim Varaji. Jodie Ann Weston. Sabina Yasmin. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Nikita Arjan. Hannah Broadhurst. Imogen Poppy Carmichael. Susanna Rebecca Hill. Michaela Kanyukova. Daniel Edward Miller. And just whilst we wait for the longest walk, it's such a shame. On behalf of the school and all of the staff, it's a real joy to see you here. We've hardly seen you for 2.5 years. We've literally hardly seen you for 2.5 years because most of you wouldn't turn the camera on. But it is an absolute pleasure to see you in the flesh once again. And congratulations to you all. And remember, go out there, knock 'em dead. You'll be brilliant. So just to finish off, may I ask the students who have just been conferred to stand? So, Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present to you in absentia those candidates who appear listed in the programme who are not present.
By virtue of my authority as Chancellor, I admit them to the awards for which they are listed.
Thank you.
Very much. Thank you very much, everybody. It's been a fantastic... Oh, sorry. Oh, yes, you're on next. Sorry, yes. See, it's my second day, so I'm still learning. So sorry, yes. Over to you.
Thank you. So let us give thanks on this special day in a moment of reflection or prayer according to your practice or belief. We give thanks for our university and recommit ourselves to its mission that the tasks of education and research may continue to be carried out with integrity. We give thanks for the vision of our founding principal, Lord Lindsay, who directed that Keele should exist for the pursuit of truth in the company of friends. The university's foundation also drew on the historic motto of the Sneed family, to thank God for all. May that spirit of friendship and thankfulness continue to be fostered by all at Keele. We give thanks for our graduates as they conclude this stage of their education. May their skills and qualifications be used for good in their communities and beyond. We give thanks for all staff who have taught and supported them in their learning. May they know the lasting impact their work has had and the change they have enacted in the lives of our graduates. We give thanks for the families and friends present here and around the world. Let us acknowledge with gratitude the love, care and encouragement that they have given and continue to show towards our students. may we look forward with hope to the future, that the successes of this university and its graduates will continue to grow, that the gifts we celebrate today will be used fruitfully, that the world may become a better place. May I please invite you to stand.
So just before we close, I'd just like to again congratulate everybody, but also thank you all for coming today. And I hope that the rest of the plan today are full of celebration and friends and family, and you deservedly celebrate the amazing achievements that you have gained here, but also the experiences of life you've gained here, and the friendships you made, and all of the positive features of a wonderful place such as Keele, and all those things you can take with you going forward in your lives. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and once again, many congratulations. I now declare the congregation is closed.